Hello everybody, this is Tali Berman, Autism Specialist, and welcome to the final part 4 of our series, this workshop that we've been doing over the past couple of weeks together called, I have to keep checking because I always forget what I've actually called it. It is called Framing Your 2018 Autism Journey. This is about setting yourself up and your child up in 2018 instead of just like moving forward without first considering, wait a second, how do we want to do this? What are we actually even doing? How can I proceed forward with my child in the most mindful and intentional way to give us the highest probability of having a meaningful and successful year together? So, quick review, although you have all the links here if you missed video 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 was about clearing the path forward, removing any obstacles in your way. They're actually getting in your way and your child's way of moving forward together successfully. That's the first one. Letting things go and moving things out of the way. Number 2 is about proper orientation, more balanced orientation on your path with your child before moving forward. And this is about really identifying and embracing one of your child's unique gifts, having a more reciprocal relationship where you are both giving and receiving from your child, and your child is both receiving from you and giving to you. So creating that balance before you move forward. Step number 3 was more about how to actually create goals, but not goals in any way you might have done it before, let's say through IEPs, but really considering your goals in a collaborative way, in a more nuanced way that will help your goal be the most meaningful goal for you, for your child, and for your family. That was number 3. And today's video is about taking that goal and putting it into action. Because I think one of the things that happens most, excuse me, is people have goals, but then there aren't clear steps to take to actually manifest that goal, right? And this is about considering what are 3 things that you can do to actually help you move forwards with your child towards that goal. I'll give you an example, okay? So for my son, who I've talked about over the series, who has different learning challenges, who is graduating from elementary school this year and is moving into middle school the following year. So one of my goals for him is to help him have the most successful and supportive school experience, all right, into the coming year. Now, what that means, or what are some strategies I can do, is number 1, really doing some research with the schools in our area to see what the different options are. That's one of the strategies, the action steps that I'm pursuing. Another strategy is to actually talk to parents who have kids in those different schools, who have those kind of learning needs, to see how the schools actually follow through. What kind of experience have they had? Schools can talk one talk, but do they actually walk their talk? And learning more from a parent's experience. And then number 3 is really involving my son Jonathan in the process, having him go to the schools with me, having him learn more about what the schools have to offer, and helping him decide together with me what would be the best match. And I really feel like if I put those 3 steps together, which are in process right now, that will help us achieve the best academic schooling environment for him, which has a lot to do with not only his learning, but also his sense of self. So that's an example of how you could take a goal and write down what are the 3 action steps you can take, which you don't have to do right now. It might take some time to develop, but what are they? Is it about reading a certain book? Is it about reaching out to a certain specialist? Is it about reaching out to a certain support group? Right? It's about taking a particular class. It's about just setting up a schedule of you implementing what you need to do in order to help your child, whatever it is, become more integrated with the family, sleep better through the night, have a more varied diet, have more social interaction with his peers. So this is about taking all the orientation, you've cleared the path forward, you know what your goal is, having very clear action steps of how you're going to pursue that goal. All right, so today's action step is to really answer that question and fill in the blank. The 3 action steps I commit to helping us achieve our goal are, and then fill in those 3 action steps. Now, as another additional special gift, what I've done is created a sort of summary page for you of all the 4 steps that we've talked about, allowing you to write in your individual responses. And I encourage you, take that summary page, which you'll find beneath this video, print it out, and post it. Post it on the fridge, post it by your bed. This is something that if you just do once and then don't think about, again, you won't be able to implement it in a consistent way. I encourage you to relook at, revisit, remind yourself of these things. And I encourage you to review and refresh this list and these steps every month, every 30 days. The first of the month, sit down and say, okay, what do I want to let go of? What's the gift that I want to really bring into the spotlight? What is my goal? and what are the strategies I can use to achieve that goal. And some things might stay the same, but some things might be different. And the more you keep things fresh and alive and current, the more likely you are to actually set up the framework for the year ahead that will help you have and your child the most meaningful experience forward. So I have to say, this has been a really meaningful experience for me. I'm really glad and I'm so welcoming and thankful for the conversations that we've had beneath each video about each step. To me, there is the most exciting part of everything I do is my interactions, both with the families I serve and with all of you who are watching my videos. And I just want to remind you, this is a final reminder on my video, that there are very limited spots in my discounted 3-month coaching packages. So for all of you who are saying, okay, I got my goal, I got my strategies, but I have a little question about my goal, I have questions about my strategies, maybe there's other strategies to consider, maybe there's other goals to consider, and want to work with me to help guide you in a very customized way, it would be an honor to walk this path with you and to start 2018 together. So if it's something you're interested in learning more about or saving your spot, send me an email at tali@taliberman.com with the subject 3-month coaching special, and I would be really thrilled to just explore with you what the next step is. I'm excited to read your comments below, as always, and I wish you all real blessings for a very meaningful 2018 for you and your child, where you just grow in your relationship together and in your child's ability to really reveal his true self to the world around him. And it's really an honor to walk this journey with you. So scroll on down, enter in your response, join the conversation, and please reach out to me if you'd like to take advantage of these limited coaching spots before January 31st.